Welcome back to Raw and Unsolicited with
Ryan.
And I'm Andrew. We heard your feedback, guys, and we appreciate your feedback. But some of you were unsure of which voice is which, so we wanted to take a moment to just say who we are.
Andrew's obviously the gayer one.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That has been feedback from some people. That
Whatever.
you have the gayer voice, which I never thought was a thing ever in my life.
Really?
That I would be the butch one. Just makes me laugh.
Who knows?
But yeah,
Yo.
welcome back, guys.
The other day, I fucking made it. So the other day, I was walking down the street with a friend of mine, and we were walking down, and somebody drove past and was like, "Faggots!" out the window.
That's incredible. That's my favorite. Like, they know me. He knows me.
I didn't know how to feel about it. Like, I was like, "Thank you," but like offended at the same time.
You just wave and smile because he probably wants to suck your dick. Were you in the neighborhood or like just somewhere like so straight that they could tell you were a faggot?
It wasn't like a straight area, but it wasn't like a gay
is there really
area.
any straight areas in
No, not at all.
So it wasn't the neighborhood?
It wasn't the neighborhood.
Were you like in a dress or?
No. And we were like
Were you wearing this shirt
separated.
you're
It's
wearing?
not like, no, I
I was
wasn't.
like holding hands, skipping.
We weren't holding hands. Like I was wearing like a fitted hat. I don't know.
Makes you so butt.
Well, no, but like I don't know. But
As
it was
we're
just,
both wearing a fitted hat. You're like, I was wearing a fitted hat. They would never know I was gay.
I don't know. Like do I walk gay? I mean, obviously I sound gay, but they weren't talking to me.
Yeah, you have a bounce in your step. I would say, like
A bounce.
yeah. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I don't know, whatever.
Whatever.
But again, I'm Ryan,
And I'm Andrew, the gay sounding one. But just a second too, we are both fighting some sinuses right now.
majorly.
Yeah, so if we cough or sneeze or something, we'll try to edit it out.
Or
But
my laugh sounds like a little old lady trying to catch her breath. We do apologize, but we didn't want to miss recording for you guys, so we're here.
yes. So we had a listener send in a topic that we're going to discuss today.
Yeah.
So what was the topic?
And then at the end of the episode, I want to tell you how I've made it.
How you've made it?
Yeah, you're like, I made it. Someone called me a faggot.
Oh, why don't you just say it now?
All right, I will. I just want to talk about myself. So the other day, the neighboring business gave me a golden pickle,
Okay.
and I ate the entire thing. It was wrapped in like gold leaf, and my whole life I've wanted to shit glitter or gold,
Oh my god.
and I was shitting glitter all day yesterday. So I texted Gabby, and I was like, "Girl, I've made it. I've wanted this my whole life." So yeah, I have made it also. Here we are. We are
So-
rising to fame.
So it was edible gold?
Edible gold, and I literally shit it out for a day. It's probably stuck in all the crevices of my colon,
That's disgusting.
and I'm gonna have diverticulitis.
That's disgusting.
The next guy's gonna pull out, and there's gonna be glitter on his dick, and he's gonna be like, "I'm like, you're welcome." Anyway, let's get to the question
Let's get to the question.
from Brian from New York. He's in New York, yes. He had wanted some advice on dating someone who had an alternate Twitter / OnlyFans and how they would handle that, or how we would handle that. So I'm gonna let you jump in because I know you have more to say about this than I do, because I don't have a Twitter or an OnlyFans.
Well, I don't either.
I thought you did. Okay.
No.
What's your
but
thoughts?
I don't know. So, I mean, I definitely have seen people on Twitter and OnlyFans, like, presenting themselves, totally.
Like,
you know.
you subscribe to someone's OnlyFans?
No.
I was like, I will never be that desperate to pay to see someone's dick when I can go on Grindr or Scruff or out back by a dumpster somewhere. Like, there's no way I'm ever paying for an OnlyFans.
Or there's so much free porn on the internet. Like, why would you pay for porn? I don't know, but apparently it's a thing.
Yeah,
like
people are making
lots
a ton of money.
Yeah, lots of people, lots of fucking people.
Do you think you would do well on OnlyFans?
I don't know. Like, I've thought about it. Like, I would want to do it to make money.
I do too, but I'm like, who the fuck wants to look at this?
I mean, I've definitely had people look and say that they would, but
I mean, yeah.
I'm definitely somebody who gets off on that, like somebody else watching me. Like,
Yeah, yourself, because you always do it in the mirror. Because you're fucking so self-obsessed.
But I mean, I would if it wasn't like, risk of work or, family or like people seeing it. Like, I don't know.
Can you put like parameters and stuff on it so like people from like Georgia or wherever you live can't see it?
Can you?
I'm pretty sure you could do stuff like that. You can put like restrictions.
Really?
You're like, shit, I'm doing it tonight.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. Maybe I will.
I could be lying to your face right now, but I'm pretty sure that you can put
But
like
no.
restrictions on it.
I don't know. Like, I don't think I would. So for me personally, like I definitely have seen things like I find people attractive, of course, and I'm like, oh, like I would totally fucking date that person or whatever. But I think in the reality, like I don't think I would. Like I don't want the world to see my partner. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to present that to the world. Like
Yeah.
anybody who has the internet at their fingertips to see that.
So your bigger issue is people knowing that your partner's coming home to you and showing themselves to everybody else? Or is the issue that they have it and other people are seeing them and it makes you insecure?
I mean a little bit of both, I guess.
Okay. Because I would kind of look at it as they're coming home to me, so who essentially cares?
So isn't
But
that
I've also never been in that position, so I can't say that I'd be totally confident and comfortable with it. I'm just...
But isn't that the same mentality of being in an open relationship and they're out there fucking somebody else, but they're coming home to you?
That's different. They're literally... That's physical. Like, OnlyFans is literally just, like, porn of sorts.
Right. So you would be okay if they were solo porn, presenting themselves, but they were still yours.
Maybe. I'm not going to lie. I have no idea. I've never been put in that... Have I been put in that position?
I don't think so. I mean, you've literally shown my dick to half of your friends.
Well, you told me to. That was different. I don't know if I would be comfortable. I have no idea. So I don't have advice for Brian because, I mean, what?
I don't know.
How long were they talking until you found out about this? Were they upfront about it?
True.
Like, if I'm dating you, months later, you're like stumbling upon someone's alternative Twitter. And I'm like, oh, I thought you were a CEO of X Hamster. Or I don't know. Like, that's porn too. But if you're like this person who's so like, and then you have this alternate Twitter, I would like to have known right out the gate.
Right.
Because people are seeing you in a way that not technically, but I guess only your partner should see you. Or do you not agree with that either?
I mean, I think that like when you're in a relationship, I think that I mean, I can take it as like if I'm sending a naked picture to somebody, like if I'm in somebody's DMs and I'm sending a naked picture to them, like that's a form of cheating in my eyes.
I agree.
So why is it different of whether I'm sending it directly to somebody or I'm putting it out there for other people to see?
That's a very valid way to look.
I think both of them, like I don't like when you're in a relationship, I think it's about being in the relationship. It's and not to say that you can't be in a relationship and do this, but you have to be honest with your partner. Like both partners have to be on board and, whatever. And in my opinion, like I'm not on board. Like that's not a relationship that I would want to be.
Yeah. Are you not on board because of things that have happened to you in the past? Or were you not on board before that? Like if me or your ex were like, hey, I would like to do this, would you let us do it?
No.
Okay.
No. And I've never experienced this. My personal life, I've never experienced this. Like maybe I was on a dating app and I started talking to somebody and then I found out that they did. And like that has happened, but it's never gotten to a point.
Onto their Twitter first, and then you talk to them on Hinge while they were like making like mistos and stuff.
Mistos? What the fuck's a misto?
I'm speaking to a very specific situation. It's funny. We'll talk about this later.
Okay.
I thought you would have caught the reference, but it's
no.
Cute and stupid.
Sure. No, I mean like I've definitely like, I've chatted with people on Instagram or something and like known that they've had a Twitter or something like that and like but like I would never get into a relationship with that person. Like it would never get any further than that.
Because of that?
Because of what?
Because of that, they have that? You would never, ever get in a relationship. What if you were like, hey, maybe don't do this anymore if you want to be with me?
So, okay. So I'm going to say something that is, in my opinion, very true, but maybe offensive.
Oh, God. Here we go.
you can't make a hoe a house husband. You can't. Like, if you're out there presenting yourself, like, if you're out there, like, at any point, like, it's not going to happen.
Are you saying this from experience?
Yes.
Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me?
No.
I was like, hello.
But if the shoe fits.
The shoe doesn't fit.
Take it how you want it.
It fits once in a while. But...
But no, I mean, I truly, like, I think that is true for the most part. I'm not going to say that there's not exceptions to the rule. I'm not going to say that it can't happen. But at least in my experience, like, it doesn't. Like, somebody who wants that lifestyle and enjoys that lifestyle and has been in that lifestyle for so long, it's not going to change.
But do you think you can give that hoe so much attention that they would be happy to drop either of these things for you? Because I'm a hoe. I'm not a hoe. I love it. I'm a hoe for attention. Let's get it correct. I love attention. It's why I'm on the apps. I want people to tell me I'm pretty all the time. Mm-hmm. And it happens all the time. But if I meet someone that's going to give me enough attention, I don't need to be on the apps. I've been there. I've been like, oh, this person gives me plenty of attention. This person tells me I'm pretty enough. I don't need to be on the apps.
So what's your definition of attention?
Hi. No, I'm kidding.
Because let's be honest, like, I didn't give you attention, did I?
So maybe I mean presence and money. I'm just kidding. You didn't really give me money either. No, just like adventures and stuff. Is really all the attention I need. And dick. Okay. Give me enough of dick. I'm good. I don't even need adventures. I'll just be an adventure in the house all day long. I can be a house husband. I've been dying to be a house husband my entire life. So you can make a hoe a house husband. I was a house husband for 10 years, but I had a job.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think that you're like you and the definition of you being a hoe is different than the definition of some other people being a hoe as well. Like,
let's break them both down.
Sure.
Tell me about me. Just laugh.
I think, like, for you, at least when I met you or prior to me, who you were, you know, before me, like, your definition of being a hoe was, like, I think you slept around a lot. I think that you hooked up with a lot of guys. But I think that it was from a sense of, like, attention, and I think it was from a sense of, like, trying to find somebody. Like, I don't think that it was truly from a sense of, like, I literally just want to be fucked all the time.
I think you're very on point with that.
You know what I mean? Like, and I think that, like, there are people out there that are looking for a relationship or looking for love or whatever the case may be, and they're searching for somebody, and during that time, yes, a lot of sex occurs, a lot of hookups occur and stuff like that. But they're not out there just being a hoe for the sake of being a hoe, right?
Yeah. I never felt more seen. Oh, he's kidding.
But then there are people out there that literally just enjoy sex, and, like, I'm not trying to take anything away from them at all. Like, do you?
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. Like, if that's what you want, do you? But I think that the important thing in that is that you're true to yourself. And you're true to your prospective partners. So if you truly are somebody who just enjoys sex and loves having sex with whoever they are, you have to be honest about that. You have to present that at the beginning and not give this person any sort of false hope or anything, thinking that, okay, they're going to be, you know, a long-term relationship and a committed relationship and a monogamous relationship. You know, if you truly are somebody who literally just wants to have sex, and maybe you do want to settle down with somebody and love that person and, you know, be committed to that person and live with that person and build a life with that person, but still have sex with other people and get fucked all the time, that's fine, as long as both parties are aware of it and as long as you're being honest to your partner and yourself.
Yeah. I feel like early on, too.
Yeah.
Very early on.
Yeah.
Talk about that kind of thing. I feel like most people that are really enjoy sex or that are addicted to sex, I've found are the most insecure people.
Absolutely.
Which is wild to me. They're like, why?
Why what?
Why are they having sex so they don't feel insecure? Does it take away the insecurity because someone is giving them the attention?
Yes, a little bit of that, yes.
That's rough. I mean, I'm very insecure, but I mean, I am, but I'm not. But I don't know. Is that why I'm having sex? I mean, I'm not having sex, so I don't really know how to cross that bridge, actually.
I mean, your insecurities are being, groomed by getting that attention on the apps. By you getting that attention is helping your insecurities.
So that's why I'm not out banging everybody. They're making me pretty from afar.
I mean, sure.
I'll take it.
That's that. I guess that's what's happening for you.
I'll take it. I don't care. All right. So if you started dating someone and then you really wanted to have an OnlyFans, how soon would you tell them?
If me personally,
Yeah,
I
like
wanted
you're
to
dating
have
someone, you're like, oh, I really want to do this. I want to go on a new adventure. I want a new kind of attention.
So I don't already have one.
Correct.
I want to
So
start
you're like,
one.
I want to try this. How do you cross that bridge?
I think that you just are honest about it. You just tell them when the time is right. And like when I think when it becomes real. So I mean everybody has like desires or thoughts or whatever and like but a fantasy or a thought isn't reality until it becomes, something that you want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I think that you have to ask yourself too, like, is it I want to put myself out there, or is it like, let's do this as a couple?
So would you do it as a couple? Are you more likely? I'm not trying to convince you to get an OnlyFans, but were you more likely to do it if your partner said, "Let's do it," or "Hey, do you want to get on mine?"
Well, first off, I'm not going to have a partner that has an OnlyFans.
Well, say they're not honest with you in the beginning, and then they say to you like, "Hey, I just want to be upfront with something I've been dying to tell you. I have an OnlyFans.
Then
Would
we're
you
breaking
like
up.
to join me?"
No, we're breaking up.
What if he's got millions of followers and you can make money?
Even worse.
Okay, I'm just asking.
You kept this from me? Like, this is literally your livelihood. You have millions of followers. You're literally out there presenting yourself to the world all the fucking time and lying to me about
didn't
it.
take me on any vacations.
Like, absolutely not.
I feel like I would try it until my insecurity got the best of me, honestly.
But don't you think that would ruin your relationship?
Yeah, but I got a vacation or two out of it. If they're like really popular.
So,
You gotta look at the plus side of things.
Is there a certain extent that would be acceptable? So, like, I've seen people who do porn that literally cover their face, and you have no idea who they are. Like, is that acceptable?
There's no indicators. There's like not one single tattoo or a weird mole.
I mean, probably, but like, let's be honest. Like, if you're out there jerking off to porn, are you really like, oh, who's that? What? Let me see that. Where's that mole?
I would do actually if I had one. This is on topic, but I would put a bunch of fake tattoos on to look like somebody else, and then take them off. I'm getting an OnlyFans. I have such good ideas. I'm gonna be rich.
So, is there a certain extent, like, if you're just on OnlyFans and you're just showing your feet, like, is that acceptable?
I think it is. And I wouldn't even mind if there was some light stroking, I don't think. It's when you're wasting your loads on camera and I'm not getting them, is what I think would be the true issue.
Well, what if they're showing their face? What if they're really out there presenting themselves, their whole body?
Every time you say presenting, I feel like they're just like asshole up in the air, like waiting to get fucked. Can you stop saying presenting?
That's my favorite kind of presenting.
But I feel like it's you're like peak. Just stop saying that, please. I don't know. Maybe wear sunglasses and a hat. I don't know. I don't have an answer for the face part. I really don't.
I mean, like, I couldn't do it. Like, I have too many unique tattoos. I have, like, too much that, like, you would absolutely know who the fuck I am.
There would be a lot of body concealer.
Right. Or I would, like, maybe I'll be a furry.
Or you could wear an outfit with your junk hanging out.
Right.
Do the little flap. That's an option. Have you always wanted to do that?
Uh-huh.
So do it. Not like an OnlyFans. You should go to a convention.
I'm nervous about
Here we go. We're going off topic.
I'm nervous about a convention because those costumes have to be fucking hot, right? And you're walking around for
like
hours.
Sweaty. Who cares though? at that kind of invention, people are expecting to suck a sweaty dick.
No, and I don't care about that. I'm talking about
You
me
just don't
being
wanna be-
uncomfortable because I'm fucking sweating to death.
Wear a camel pack with like the little mouth thing and the water bottle in there, and then you can just pee on people too. You'll just be so hydrated, you just pee on people as a furry.
So I'm hydrated but high.
Yeah.
That still doesn't sound fun.
Then find a costume that's like a minotaur. What is that half horse, half man thing? That way you're not covered. A centaur, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Then you're not covered.
Sure.
I'm just trying to give you options here. That would be fun. What would you be? What kind of fairy would you be? You'd be a wolf.
Probably. I don't think they make otter costumes.
Oh god.
They got it, right?
You just lay on your back waiting for someone to come hold your hand.
I love otters. Otters are my favorite. But no, I mean I could totally be a furry and just have sex in the costume. That would be fun to me. But I don't want to walk around for hours in the costume.
So just stand in a corner at the convention with your dick out. Be like a sucking booth. I don't know. It's never going to happen for you then. If you're going to be lazy, you got to get about something else.
I mean, I'm lazy about everything, so you're right. It's not going to happen. Maybe in that I could do a Twitter or an OnlyFans, and because now I'm covered.
What is an alternate Twitter anyway? Is it like a darker side of Twitter, or is it just...
It's like a spicy Twitter.
It's like a second handle that you have? You have Rai1227, and then you have Jizz Jockey 11. What do you... Is it So just two different handles. That's literally it.
Yes. So you have...
If you clicked a certain thing on Twitter, it took you to a dark version of it.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. You just...
So people can find you. It's like a Finsta.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, it depends on what parameters you put on it.
People parameters on that, too?
I don't know. I have a Twitter, personally. I have a regular Twitter. I don't post anything.
That's watch porn. You watch porn on Twitter, don't you?
Correct. I just look at things on Twitter.
Got it.
So I don't have anything, but it's not my email. It's not, whatever. It's not my name. People can't find me.
Connected to my LinkedIn.
And even if they could find me, there's nothing on there saying that it's me. You know what I mean?
You don't have a photo or nothing?
No.
That's smart.
There's no photo. There's nothing. The handle or the name or the username or whatever is literally just a bunch of letters and numbers. It's not a word.
You're gonna say it. Everybody's gonna be listening so closely and writing it down.
And if they did, again, it's
true. You have nothing.
There's nothing there.
A ghost account, essentially. You just use it to beat your meat.
Right.
Okay.
Essentially.
And I don't think I've ever been on. Have I been on Twitter? I think I have a Twitter.
You do.
Do you follow me?
No. No, but the other thing about Twitter is sometimes they do follow us on Twitter and get entered into this, or like this or whatever.
That's why I'm on Twitter.
That's why you're on Twitter.
Yeah,
correct.
I win everything.
Repost this, share this or whatever. So I also have the Twitter to see things on Twitter. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't see things if I didn't have it.
Got it.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So in this verbiage that was used, an alternate Twitter, the person has a normal Twitter that they use to tweet things out, share photos, whatever the case may be. And then they have an alternate one where they're presenting themselves as a...
Why do you have to say presenting again?
My bad. Where they are beating their meat.
And they're not linked.
I mean, they're probably linked on their end where they can switch between the two.
You can't go on Bob's regular account and boop, right to his butthole?
No.
Okay.
I mean, possibly, depending on what restrictions they have or what email address they use, or what
parameters they have set.
Right. I mean, I don't use Twitter enough to really know.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's just like any other social media where you can block people and you can restrict things and what gets shared. And, there's certain, I know some of the accounts that I follow on Twitter, you had to be requested. It's just like Instagram. It's not public, it's private.
So yeah, I would just honestly say I guess it comes down to how they found out about this Twitter/OnlyFans, right?
I think it comes down to your own preference. whether or not that's something that you can see past, whether that's something that you can accept.
Yeah. Because if it's something you can't accept and you're trying, like, you're just essentially going to try to change them, they're going to resent you, and then it's not going to work out.
Right.
So don't do it, would be the advice. Don't waste your time. If you're not comfortable with it, don't waste your time.
Right. That's exactly the thought process. Like, if you don't like that, if that's not something you can see past, if that's not something you can accept, then...
Because too many people bend for one another just to have attention or companionship, and it's not worth it. Like, I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, fuck, now I'm good.
Right. I think that there's non-negotiables. There are things that you need to set as your boundaries, and you have to be honest with yourself and set that boundary. So it's, yes, I can accept this, or no, I can't accept this. And in every relationship, you're going to make sacrifices. There's going to be things that you're going to like that your partner doesn't like, or, you know, that it makes the most sense for your relationship to sacrifice or to change or to do differently. And that's okay to a certain extent, right? But you have to know where your hard lines are drawn. These are my non-negotiables. I can't see past this. I can't accept this. And if you're accepting something that you normally wouldn't, or that you really can't, you're setting yourself up to fail, because you're going to resent that person. You're going to bottle it up for so long that it's going to all of a sudden burst at one point, and you're going to ruin your relationship.
So why do you think people are just being flexible and they're non-negotiable sometimes? Just for the attention of the companionship?
I think it's desperation in some sense.
That's
I think
a great word. I would agree.
I think it is, to your point, companionship. Like, it's, you want something so bad that you sacrifice something else. And it's okay to sacrifice little things, but it's not okay to sacrifice your values. It's not okay to sacrifice, things that are deep rooted in you that are you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
But it's just sad. Like, there's certain people around that I'm like looking at. I'm like, you could do better. Why are you tolerating any of that? No matter what you say to them, they're just doing their thing because, essentially, like you said, desperation. They're lazy. They think they can't do no better. I think we've touched on this before. I'm like, just people need to realize their worth, and it's crazy to how many people don't realize their worth.
And I think that, with us, as we're getting older, like our age range and stuff, it's like people are settling. They're getting to a point that they're like, I'm not getting any younger. Like, I need to find somebody. I need to settle down. I need to, but in reality, you don't need to.
I was going to say, why do you need to do anything? I'm totally fine with the dog.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm good.
Right.
After the last 12 years of my life, I'm good. I'm going to time to focus on myself.
Right. I'm totally fucking good. You know what I mean? Like, I love my life. I love doing what I want to do. I love myself. I'm happy with myself. I don't need anybody. I don't need somebody else.
Do you think people think we're not being honest when you and I are talking like this, though?
I don't care what
I was just going to say, I don't give a fuck.
Would I like to have a partner? Absolutely.
Duh. Who wouldn't?
Like, there is something to be said about companionship and, having a person right there at all times and somebody you can rely on. There is something to be said about that, but do I need that? Absolutely not.
I was telling my people the other day, this is my fat girl summer. I'm gonna have the best fat girl summer ever. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna do all the concerts, all the shows, all the restaurants. I'm doing whatever I want this summer.
Yeah.
And I already got 5 concerts, I think. I got only one Broadway show, I think. I don't know, regardless, I don't care. Hit me up if you want to do something. It's summer. Let's do things. Take me on an adventure.
You do know that you work, right?
Yeah. But I'm banking a lot of favors. Thanks, Jason.
Oh God.
I'm just kidding.
I don't think that we should have to work in the month of June.
We should have worked the whole summer. Everyone should have a teacher schedule.
It is Pride Month, and the gays shouldn't have to work in the month of June.
Speaking of Pride Month, I am going to tell people that they can't deny me a single thing in June where it's a hate crime.
Yeah. Don't be homophobic.
I should get whatever I want.
Absolutely.
And
I agree.
We're going to do a TikTok about this. We deserve, you can't say no to us. It's true, though. We've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Gays have been through so much.
Yeah, they called me a faggot as I was walking down the street the other day.
Hey, you probably had a boner, though.
What?
I mean, I would have. I would have bent over and pulled my ass out. You should have flung shit at them. I'm just kidding. What do you do? I just smile and wave.
I was so caught off guard. Like, I just was like, wait, what? Like, and I just kept walking.
You're like me?
But I look behind me. I'm like, is there a faggot behind me?
I had someone the other day at work. Not the other day. You know me. The other day meant like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And there was a situation at work. I'm not going to get into it because I don't really want to talk about my work. But as he was leaving the building, he was like, must suck to be gay. And I was like, oh, it doesn't. Like, got me, buddy. What? Like, why do people think like that's a zinger?
It does suck.
Do you not see
Lots
my
of
neck?
dick.
You're not wrong. Why didn't I think of that? Damn it. I'm usually pretty quick to it. Because there was another customer. But apparently I have horrible customers at work.
Clearly.
The one day I kicked him out because he was drunk. And he's like, fuck your mother. And I was like, I will when I get home. Like I don't know why that was a good one. But
what?
Like, why do people talk like that to one another? And why did I think that was a zinger?
I don't know, because it was not.
We're not Southern people. No offense to you Southern people that bang each other. But yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, somebody put on Instagram the other day, again, other day for me, same thing. But they said something about like, I don't know, it was like a stupid meme or something, and it was like, I want to be more than friends, and it was like, yeah, let's be cousins. Or something stupid. Like, I don't fucking know. So like, I messaged him and I was like, "Can we be kissing cousins?"
You're such a weirdo.
It was so fucking stupid. Like, it was so fucking stupid. But
is that when you went to Texas? Did you meet him when you went to Texas?
No.
Yeah, I thought that's where you were going. Cool story, bro.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Thanks for that one.
Well, it was
as good as my mom's singing.
Exactly. Anywho. All right, so let's wrap up. Let's give Brian some solicited advice here. So what would be your advice for Brian regarding alternate spicy Twitters and OnlyFans?
It depends when you found out. It depends how honest they were. It depends how comfortable you are. If, like you said, if it's a non-negotiable, don't waste your fucking time. And I agree with that. If it's not something you want in your life, don't do it. You're too old. Well, I don't know how old you are. You should be too old. Because at 4 years old, we're too old for fucking bullshit. No bullshit. Just tell people what you want. If that doesn't fit with what you want, move on. Don't waste your time. Even if you're insecure, you'll find someone. Someone is out there for you.
Right.
How about you?
I agree. I think that, you have to know where your hard boundaries are. You have to set those boundaries for yourself and then live them with other people. So when you know your truth, when you know what you can accept, that's where you have to draw the line. So if it's not something that you can accept, don't waste your time, don't waste their time. But I think it's be honest. And if the other person can't be honest, then that's your answer right there.
I like that. One more time, we're going to go over who is who. So if you hear this voice talking about disgusting things and bottoming, it's me, Ryan.
And I'm Andrew. I just talk a lot.
All right, guys, we will see you next Tuesday.
See ya.